Hi, and welcome back to Thone's Mount Nibbles number 24. Still talking about true righteousness, although we're getting fairly close to the end of that part. And we're going to be talking about oaths today. O-A-T-H-S, not oaths like mythical creatures, but oaths like swearing. Reading from Matthew 5, verses 33 through 37. Again, ye have heard that it hath been said by them of old time, Thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform unto the Lord thine oaths. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne, nor by earth, for it is his footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou canst make one hair white or black. But let your conversation be yea, yea, and nay, nay. For whatever is more than these cometh of evil. The basic idea here is that oaths are in most cases deliberate deception. Why is this in the Bible? To warn us of the deception of others. And the communication is, when is an oath inappropriate? With a question mark on the end. Application to my life. An oath taken before the Lord was considered binding in the ancient Hebrew world. However, this practice was greatly limited due to the Jewish understanding that the use of God's name was not allowed. Thus, many people wishing to convince others of the truth of their statement use substitutions rather than God's name. Thus, they would swear by heaven, by earth, by Jerusalem, or by their own heads. Now, however, that these oaths are implicitly included in God's name, since they were about God's creation. Gotcha, you see. Thus, subject to his rules. A man could not swear, for example, that the temple in Jerusalem would be destroyed if what he was saying wasn't true. This is not to say that oaths will never to be given. In fact, God himself, Jesus himself, did swear oaths in the Bible. Also, men were sometimes required to swear oaths in certain circumstances by the law. Thus, swearing was permitted in certain serious situations, but not part of the normal vernacular conversations. You cannot say, in a conversation with someone, I swear, I saw such and such a person sneaking into some other person's house, and I think we ought to do something about that. You see, there's lots of wrong things there. It's not a legal matter that's required by the governmental law. It's not a matter that God or Jesus are not aware of, because they know all that's going on. And it's not a serious matter to you. You may be totally off base in what you are imagining is going on in that place. It may be something very simple. It may be that a person is going into a friend's house to unclog their drain for them. Or, there's all kinds of things. I unclogged a drain last night. It was in my own house, so that this doesn't exactly apply. But, there are things that we do for each other. We help someone, take them to the doctor. We take them you go out to discuss something and have dinner. There's all kinds of things that can go on which may have some suspicious nature to them to a person who has kind of a dirty mind. However, that's not what this is about. It's not something we should do, particularly in the normal vernacular, that is, the normal conversations we have with the people that we know. God says, the swearing of oaths is only appropriate when required by the law, not as an act of deception. And my personal response to all this is, Lord, thank you for regulating oaths to be only acts of truth, not acts of trickery. And that's really the point, is, we hope that a court of law will be able to see through the untruths that you're telling. However, if you're just trying to convince your friend of something to trick them, then they may not have the perception to be able to tell. So, truths, yes. Trickery, no. Okay. We'll talk to you next time.